Hello everyone, it's me Zoe. I just wanted to talk to you today about relationships from a male point of view and a female. So fibromyalgia is mainly ladies. I don't think that is because there are more females suffering with fibromyalgia. I just think that it is because men don't particularly like to go to the doctors, and therefore they just don't get diagnosed with it. So when you're in a sexual relationship with somebody else, obviously, there are quite a few obstacles that you can come across from a female point of view and a male. So I'm going to just go through some of those that you can come across and hopefully come up with some tips to help you. So from a female point of view, first, I'll go through. You can come across vaginal dryness. Now there are different types of lubrications that you can buy. From Durex, you can use Vaseline. It's a bit thicker, but you can still use it. You can also, women can get a little bit of discomfort and pain down there, inside and around the outside of the vagina. You can also buy some numbing, well, not lubrication, but some numbing stuff. You can buy that on Amazon, and it's quite effective. I guess you apply it sort of 20 minutes before you want to engage in intercourse. So it might be worth investing in some of that. I have talked to people before that have used it, and it does do the job. So it might be worth investing in some of that if you do have discomfort. The other thing that both male and females often come across is we suffer quite bad with fatigue. So a lot of the time we don't actually want to not be bothered, but we're quite tired. So you know, when like someone will say, do you want to have sex? You know, you both sat there thinking, no, not really. So I guess like the best thing to do is to not think about it and just kind of go into the foreplay kind of thing. So you're not actually thinking about it, you're just going into it, and then you're already getting the emotions that you'd actually like to do it. That's how I would do it. Not like I'm trying to say that I'm some kind of Ann Summers wannabe or anything. I'm not. I'm just trying to help come up with some ideas to help you and your relationship. I'm not professional by any means, but you know, I know that we all struggle on this side of our relationship, and if there's anything that I can do to help, then that's exactly what I will do. Slightly embarrassing. I'm not at all trying to say, you know, that I know anything about any of this kind of stuff. I don't. Just trying to give some pointers if you want them. If you don't, I won't be offended if you turn off. Oh my god. Turn off the show. Turn this off. Anyway, from a male point of view, also you suffer with fatigue, so you might not want to. If you're with a partner that doesn't have fibromyalgia, which hopefully you are the only one suffering with fibromyalgia in your relationship, you might want to have a word with them beforehand and just say, you know, if you can take the lead and you know, surprise me once in a while, because once you get those feelings of excitement, you'd be more willing to get into it than what you would if someone just said, hey, you know, fancy a roll in the hay. You're just probably thinking, no thanks, you know, I'm tired. While there's the element of surprise is so much better. But also with men, sometimes you're not able to perform. You have to have that conversation. I'm such a big person on honesty with fibromyalgia. I think everyone needs to know exactly how we're feeling, because fibromyalgia is invisible. So if they don't know, they can't help us. So everything that we're feeling, I think our loved ones do need to know. I mean, we just need to be honest so that they know what to do to help us. If you are having trouble performing, then I think they need to know, just to be aware. If you're single, don't ever think that people won't want to stick around because you're feeling like this, or if you're struggling, because they will. It's only one part of you. Not everyone wants to have sex all the time. Other things in other people's lives, like for men and women, younger men and women also, are going through probably the same thing, maybe something slightly different, but results are the same. You might be dealing with fatigue, they might be too. So don't just assume that ladies or young men won't want to stick around because you're struggling. They might be struggling also. So I say just get on the bandwagon, get out there, play the field, and just live your life. You have fibromyalgia, you're not dead. Still live your life to the fullest. I mean, I do want to obviously start talking about other stuff now, but we're talking about relationships, so that's where I'm going to try and stay focused on. But I do think that when you're having intercourse, certain positions can make your fibro flare, so we have to be mindful of those. So I think for ladies, obviously we have pain in our hips a lot of the time, so I think doggy style or laying on your side with your legs closed can help. Men, maybe you could lay on your back and the ladies can get on top. Certain positions like that can help. If you find yourself in a more comfortable position, tell your partner. If you're happier in a position, then I'm sure they won't mind just accommodating you. What else is there? I think that's pretty much it. But I do believe that if you are honest with your partners, then they will accommodate, and anything that they can do to help you will help your relationship all round. So that's my advice, and I hope that it does help you. Thank you. Bye.